chocolate Viagra, Pizza Hut perfume, and I find out if beer can cure the common cold. It's time for the Food Feeder. Let's do this edition, Population Me. Our comment of the week goes to Sexy Mevy16, who wants me to show them the intricate makings of pouring bourbon into a glass. Allow me to explain. You take a bottle of bourbon, you screw the top off, and then you take a large pint glass and you fill it all the way to the top. Now the next part is actually a little hazy for me. I'm not sure exactly what happens next, but generally you wake up in a laundry basket hating yourself. And a few of you put your favorite cocktail ideas in the comments section for us, and we're looking those over, and we might try to make a few of those for a special cocktail edition coming up soon. What's going to kill you this week? Whole Foods. Wait, Whole Foods? Oh, I guess not Whole Foods, but if you do your shopping at a Whole Foods in Fairfield, Connecticut, there's a chance you might die if you buy the grapes. The grapes themselves aren't actually the problem. A woman bought a bag of Sunview organic table grapes and found a live black widow spider hiding inside. Well, it sounds to me like if those grapes hadn't been organic, the pesticides might have killed that black widow spider. So shove it up your grape hole, organic food lobby. This is a segue. Apparently there's a new microwave being tested out right now that can extend a loaf of bread's shelf life from 10 days all the way to 60. The microwave was originally designed to kill bacteria like salmonella, but it works on mold spores too and can do it in about 10 seconds. No word yet on whether the bread tastes good at all. I guess those newfangled microwaves might come in handy for you if you want to hang on to a special Hanukkah festive holiday challah bread for Hanukkah, available at Zabar's in New York. Because nothing says Festival of Lights like a loaf of Hanukkah challah penises. I'm sorry, they're not penises? It's supposed to be a menorah? Apparently it's a menorah of penises. Speaking of putting menorahs in your mouth, you ever wish you could eat chocolate and get a boner? You might be in luck. Barry Callebaut is working on a new kind of chocolate that will maintain up to 80% of cocoa flavonols. Flavonols help to increase blood flow, just like Viagra does, but that does it to the targeted area. You know what I'm talking about, the targeted area. Talking about a penis. Oh yeah. So now this company is working on developing a chocolate that will work the same as Viagra. So it sends blood flow into the penis. The Wheezy Waiter has a pretty awesome video busting myths about chocolate. But now that this information's out, he may have to update his list a little bit. Just make sure you don't accidentally give these boner candies to your grandpa and wind up with a Christmas miracle that nobody wants to see. Pizza Hut in Canada is now making a Pizza Hut perfume that's supposed to smell like fresh baked bread. But you can kill me. Moving on, the McRib is back, which I'm told is very exciting news to a lot of people. Is that right? People, yeah. I love doing a food news show because I get lots of valuable information that I can apply to my own life. For example, a couple weeks back, I learned that putting a dead deer in your restaurant freezer is frowned upon. This week, I learned that when the health inspector comes to visit my restaurant, I'm apparently not supposed to kill a rat right in front of him and leave it in a pool of its own blood. I can thank the proprietor of an Indian restaurant in London for teaching me this valuable lesson. Apparently, the health inspector didn't like that. Now the restaurateur has to pay a crapload of fines for these food safety offenses. How many rats does the guy have to kill in this town to get a good health safety rating? But geez, am I right? We've got more restaurant news from across the pond. Atomic Burger in Bristol is making what might be the spiciest burger in the world. The burger has two of the hottest chilies in the world, the ghost pepper and the Scotch bonnet, clocking in at a total of 1 million units on the Scoville scale. It's so hot, you have to actually wear protective gloves while you eat it, and you have to sign a disclaimer beforehand as well. For me, if I can't touch it with my hands, I'm probably not gonna touch it with my mouth. If that weren't enough, the burger actually has 18 ounces of meat, 18 ounces of cheese, and a triple portion of chili fries, proving the old point that if your food is terrible, you may as well have way too much of it. Lastly, instead of a bun, they just use 2 deep-fried mini pizzas, which means your last hope is that the burger is so spicy it just numbs all the crap away. You ever wished that pineapples tasted more like coconut? No. And here's why. Because no one has. But in the next 2 years, you should be able to try coconut-flavored pineapple thanks to Australia's Department of Agriculture. They stumbled upon this frankenfood by mistake while trying to create a sweeter, less acidic pineapple. So I guess the next logical step is to create a coconut-flavored, pineapple-flavored rum, because who wants food that tastes like the food it's supposed to taste like? Other than me and hopefully some other sane human beings. Beer company Sapporo did a recent study and found that a key ingredient in beer may help stave off the common cold. Basically, they found that one of the chemicals in hops helps fight off viruses and even has some anti-inflammatory properties. Now they say that they only have trace amounts of this chemical in beer, so you'd have to drink about 30 cans or so to get the antivirus benefits. To that I say, can do. It's flu season coming up, so you better get drinking, folks. Oh, but drink better beer than simpler times. This is terrible. I think I'd rather get a virus than drink this beer. Now it's that time of the show where we ask you to do stuff. First off, subscribe. It's free and you get all my fresh hot dick bread put right down your YouTube. And secondly, if you like this video, then like the video. And if you don't like the video, like it anyway. Who are you, some pretentious god of who gets to be liked and who doesn't? Just push the like button. And lasties, you guys gotta tell your friends how awesome the food feeder is. If you do that, I might try to suck a little bit less next week. But no promises. Well guys, I got about 29 more of these guys to get through, so catch me right here on the food feeder every Friday, including this one and the next one and the one after that. I am not drinking 29 more of these.
Watch our chefs wrestle live eels for a dude food style Feast of the Seven Fishes, a traditional Italian Christmas dinner. Sounds fishy. What do you get when you take Top Chef Spike Mendelsohn and add YouTube star Lisa Schwartz? A wild, drunken night, LA style. Click here to see what went down. Get a taste of this famous Chinese delicacy, the century egg, also known as the 1,000-year egg. Yum? Question mark? Learn how to make the finest grilled cheese sandwich known to man with award-winning chef Eric Greenspan of The Foundry. Now that's delicious. Click subscribe for more free tasted treats.